Hello, I'm going to present you Unit 3 about your methodology. You have to take into account what you already have done in your literature review, because this will guide you through the development of the methodology. In the methodology, you have to state your hypothesis and your variables. The variables and hypotheses are very related to each other, because the hypothesis will declare the relationships among the variables you are going to study. And the indicators are the values that each of the variables can assume. Such values can point to the presence, the absence, or the intensity of each of the variables you are going to study. You should also take into account the sample you are going to study, which are going to be your study's subjects or participants. You have to think about the universe, all the possible people that can collaborate with you in your research, the population, that is a subset of the universe, and the sample, which is another subset of the population. You have to choose your sample very well in order to answer to your research questions. Once you have decided your sample, you stated your hypothesis, it's time to design your data collection methods. You can call them also instruments. The main instruments that you're going to use in this course are observation, interviews, surveys, and focus groups. Depending on your research topic and your research questions hypothesis, you will have to decide which of these methods are the best suitable for your research. You may also use a combination of these instruments. For example, you can use observation and interviews, or interviews and surveys. You can combine them. It's important that you take into account your research questions, your hypothesis, for the design of these instruments, because these instruments must give you the necessary data to answer your research questions, to prove or disprove your hypothesis, and taking into account that the amount of data that these instruments allow you to collect must be analyzed, and you will do this in the next unit, in Unit 4. You also have to take into consideration that every instrument must have a measurement scale in order to measure the intensity, the absence, or the presence of the variables you're going to study with these methods. A personal suggestion for you is that you design and apply your instruments fast. Do not leave this at the latest time possible, because you have to design, apply the instruments with all your participants or the sample you decided to use, and you will also have to analyze a great deal of data. Good luck!